Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. A little press conference here this afternoon. I would ask that you move up a little closer. We've got plenty of room. Come on up. And media, go ahead and turn your cameras to the street right here, if you would, please. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with like anticipation, huh? Governor Justice was here in this very building less than 2 months ago, and he made a promise. And he's here today to deliver on that promise. Your attention toward the street. In fact, you might want to give a round of applause.
How about that? As promised, brand new equipment for District 6, delivered by the governor himself. What a great day it is to be up in Marshall County. The weather is absolutely perfect. Where's my district folks? They're all over here. What do you think, guys? Can you get her done now? We promised you we'd get you what you need, and the governor's here to deliver on his promise. Whenever you're ready, Governor. I'm ready. Well, without further ado, let me introduce the governor of the great state of West Virginia, Jim Justice.
I'm going to take this and sit over here with you, okay? Let me tell you this. I was telling the guys that, you know, when I first got out of school, you know, I was 25, because I'd gone back and went into the master's program, got my MBA, got out of school, got married, looked like, you know, I was going to go into business with my dad, and I ended up, you know, that we started Bluestone Farms. And so all of a sudden we took off in the farming industry and the farming side. I ran that and everything. And I was telling these guys that along the way, literally, we grew to the biggest farming operation east of the Mississippi River. We were planting 68,000 acres of row crops in 5 states. And at that time, I know this is hard to believe, but I drove probably a piece of equipment every day in, day out, forever. But I never drove a tractor trailer. I drove every size farm tractor, every planter, 16-row planter, 16-row combines, all that kind of stuff all the time. But most of the time we had contract trucks. So to be perfectly honest, Jacob did a good job getting me to here. But nevertheless, it's a great day. I told you I'd be back in 60 days. I'm a couple days early, I think, because the president's coming to Wheeling tonight, and I've got to run down there and be with the president, and I'm honored to do so. And as he continues to visit West Virginia, more and more good comes to West Virginia. So, the other thing is, and the reason I yelled for Pam to get me my talking points is I almost can't believe it, to tell you the truth. And I read through these early on, but, you know, just to think about it, Jimmy Wriston, all these great people that are here, all you that are here, let's just be fair. You know, I'm the guy that always says, let's just tell the truth. I mean, we don't have to be, you know, it is amazing. It is amazing. Politicians have a knack that they believe they can tell you anything. And then when you catch them dead in a lie, you know what they say? Oh, that's just politics. Well, it isn't politics. It's just a bald-faced lie. Well, here's the real straight skinny, and this is just the truth. Our roads got in really, really bad shape. Bad shape. We created an incredible amount of jobs and an incredible amount of momentum with the Roads to Prosperity program, but we still needed to do more. Our secondary roads were really, really hurting. We had to make a change at the very top, you know, of our Department of Transportation and our DOH and everything. We had to make changes. We had to get people that were really, really fired up about our secondary roads as well as our big projects and not slow down our big projects. We did that. Now, I will tell you just this. We are dead flat after it. These roads didn't get this way overnight. And whether, and I don't say this to beat up on anybody, but it's fact. We neglected things for governorship after governorship after governorship. Absolutely neglected, and we got ourselves in one whale of a mess. That's all there is to it. Then on top of all that, we sold our equipment. And I know good and well that these people, no matter how hard they try, they can't hardly function without the best equipment. Now, in doing so, and I want to just read this, this blows me away. To think we have paved 1,000 miles of roads in West Virginia since the spring asphalt season started. That doesn't matter. Let me tell you, I got to tell you, I got a story for about everything. I was in the president's limousine, and we were driving from the Lewisburg airport over to the Greenbrier, and he was speaking there. And I told him earlier in the day that I had been through Hardee's, and when I did, he said, "You like Hardee's?" You know, and I said, "I sure do." especially for the breakfast. And he said, I like McDonald's. And then that led on to another thing. I said, you know, the ladies in Hardee's told me that if I saw you today to be sure and say hello and everything, because they're crazy about you. And you know, they wanted to, and I said, have you got anything to write on or anything? And literally, and that made me think of it, he just fumbled around in the back of the limousine. There's two Secret Service guys up front, and he patted his chest and he pulled out his speech that he was to give at the Greenbrier. Now, and he just grabbed his pen and started writing on his speech. And he wrote, Hardee's gals, take care of Big Jim. All my best in love, or whatever like that, Donald J. Trump. Okay? And then I said, Mr. President, you can't write on your speech. And he looked right at me and he said, hell, I'm not going to look at the damn thing anyway. That's exactly what he said. Now, so I'm not going to look at those talking points or that stuff, but I want to read this part to you. 1,000 miles of paving. 1,000 miles since the asphalt plant's opened. We've patched 7,000 miles worth of potholes. And our team tells us it's the busiest season they've ever had. These people have been there forever. These people are saying the busiest season ever in the history of the state that they know of. In District 6, right here where we are, we have patched 1,000 miles of potholes and completed 373 miles of unpaved road restoration, and we have fixed 39 slips. Now, get this. In Marshall County, we have repaired 21 slips. Not only is it the highest number of slips repaired in any county, it's double the highest number of any other county. In addition to that, we have patched 358 miles of potholes in Marshall County, the most in any county in the state. Now, we haven't done that so you'll thank me or Jimmy Riston. Your county needed it worse than anything. And there's still a lot to do. There's still a lot to do, and we're not done. Now, this machine right here, for those of us that know anything whatsoever about road construction and everything else, this is a do-all everything machine. A great all that does everything. This absolutely is a machine that is so badly needed in our counties and our districts across our state, it's unbelievable. Now, the neat thing about this for me is we ordered 10 of them, one for every district. This is the first one to come in. And so I brought it to you, the first one, and I'm really, really happy to be able to have done that. So the long and short of it is, because of Jacob, we didn't wreck it, and it's here, and we all know we've done a lot, but there's a lot more to do. And all I would say to you is just one thing. You're the best, you're the best people on the planet, absolutely. You're in an area that is phenomenal, the potential that it has, and we need to just keep pouring it on and keep getting it done. So again, I told you I wasn't going to run away. I haven't run away. I've done what I said I'd do, and that's what I pride myself the most in. You can never, and absolutely, I'll make a lot of mistakes, but you'll never catch me not telling you the truth. We've still got a lot to do. I'm really proud of what these guys have done and ladies have done, and the accomplishments are unbelievable. That's all there is to it. It is unbelievable what has been done, but there's still more to do, and we still need to stay after it. So thank you so much for having me, and God bless each and every one of you. Thank y'all. I got to talk to these wonderful media people, so y'all get going. Go back to work. Do something good. Thank y'all.